we went ahead. I had some fake numbers here. I had 5, 3, something, maybe 4, and maybe a 3. Okay. Now you're going to have obviously your scores in there, right? And then hopefully you did this part in pencil. 5, 3, 4, 3, and at that time we took the total. See, 8, 12, 15, and then at that time it was 5, 10, 15, 20, and then you divided it out, and on this one it looks like it's around 70, 75%. Okay? Right? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. The date of the quiz that we retook all of them, right? So you're going to put 9, 7, 18, 9, 7, 18, 9, 7, 18, 9, 7, 18, because we retook all of them. You had the opportunity to retake all of them, right? Yeah, there's plenty more extra sheets over there if you need them. And then we had, what, 3 new sections, right? So on 9, 7, 18, one of the new sections was 3.1, 3.2, systems of equations, right? Systems of equations, where we had graphing, substitution, and elimination. Then we had 9, 7, 18. I think that was part 1, right? Then we had 3.1, 3.2, part 2. That was systems of equations, application problems. And then we had 1.5, our first attempt, 1.5, and that was compound inequalities, right? Okay. This is how we're going to score these. If, in my case here, if you didn't take a retake opportunity, just put like a line there or something. Now, suppose I retook the second part 2 of 1.3. I ended up getting a 4 on there. Put a 4 down, whatever grade you got. And I didn't bother with, I was happy with my 4 there. And then I retook part 2, and I happened to get a 5. And I did really well on the equations, maybe not so well on systems of equations applications, and I really bombed compound inequality. So this is what you're going to do. Now, if you did it in pen, I would just use this column. And I erase what's there. Now, I'm going to put my highest grade in there. So for 1.3 part 1, I got a 5 as my highest. Here, my highest grade is a 4. Here, my highest grade is a 4. Here, my highest grade is a 5. And we only had the first attempts here, so I have to put these down. Got it? All right, so I've got 5, 9, 13, 18, to 23, 27, 29. Out of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Put that in my handy dandy calculator. The 29 divided by 35, and I have an 83%. That's my grade now. In fact, you're going to know your grade before me because I have not put your quizzes in Skyward yet. How about that? Anybody need me to help me with their grade tracking sheet? This is really important because this is going to help you plan in advance, especially for like tomorrow's quiz. Okay? But you don't have to repeat yourself doing problems that you already did, because you've mastered. Like I've mastered, this one, I've mastered this one, I mastered that one, I mastered that one, I mastered that one. I consider that mastered. So the only one I really have to concentrate on tomorrow's quiz, if it's on there, is 1.5. I'm not going to waste my time with the other parts of the quiz. That's why it's important to keep track of this green grading sheet. Anybody need help with their green? I'm trying to avoid the term green cards. We're all good. You need extra copies over there. All right, so tomorrow's quiz. Looking at the review here that you picked up on your way in, and it looks like we're going to redo 1.4 part 2. So we already know that, what's tomorrow, the 14th? So on 1.4 part 1, we're going to put a 9, 14, 18 here because we're going to have a retake opportunity tomorrow. 1.5, let's see, this is going to be our second attempt. So I'm going to put 9, 14, 18 there. And if you flip it over, the only new section here is 1.6, part 1, which will be tomorrow, 14th. And 9.6, part 2, or 1.6, part 2. This was absolute value equations, and this was absolute value inequalities. So those are the only ones. If I'm good with all of these grades, then you only have to take a 5-minute quiz tomorrow or a 10-minute quiz. If you want to repeat these other two, you have that opportunity. Everybody understand? Except for those people that have yet to take quiz number 2. Everybody know what the grade is right now? Because when you get the progress reports, which you guys probably started getting today, you could say, hey, look, Mom and Dad, or whoever it is that your guardian is, my actual grade right now is this one. Or you cannot tell them if you got a really high grade on the progress report and now you have a bad grade. See how that works? But if they have email, they're going to get an updated report in. Questions, comments, concerns, how you're tracking your grade. Are we good? Anybody here unhappy with the grade? No, don't. Yes, sir. Well, you take the highest grade. If you did a retake part of the quiz and you did horrible, I'm going to take the highest grade. You shouldn't have done horrible, though. I'm going to take the highest grade. That's why it doesn't hurt to do all the sections on a quiz. Because what if you do better, you get the higher grade, and if you do worse, doesn't matter, I'll still take the highest grade. Okay? Any other questions?